the Rim. Off the Rim. The #1 college basketball show. We're live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, giving you the best college basketball breakdowns and best bets. Live with your favorite cappers, Alpha Dog Bets, Slam the Bookie, Hefe Picks, and Big Brain Bets. Let's cash with the boys. Tune in and subscribe.
What's up, everybody? I'm Hefe Picks. I got the boys with me today, Alpha Dog and BBB Big Brain Bets. And this is Off the Rim. We're coming to you every Monday, Wednesday, Friday to talk all things college basketball, bring you right into the tournament, right into the Final Four. Off the Rim is proudly brought to you by our friends over at MANSCAPED, who are the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. MANSCAPED offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. MANSCAPED recently launched the ultimate men's hygiene bundle, the Performance Package. Join over 4 million men like us worldwide who trust MANSCAPED, and we got an exclusive offer for you. 20% off, free worldwide shipping with the code that you see in front of you right now at manscaped.com. If my math is correct, 4 million men is about 8 billion balls, ladies and gentlemen. How we doing today, fellas?
Very good, very good. Excited to dive in on this awesome Friday slate. It's kind of the calm before the storm. We're getting into tournament season, so we're just getting through it till we get to the major Power 5 tournaments next week. BBB, how we doing, my friend?
Hey, it's Friday, guys, and like you said, it's tourney time. It's finally March Madness, and I'm ready to dive into this slate today. Hefe, you got anything you're liking?
Today is an interesting day. It's kind of like the calm before the storm. It's that period, it's that day where you got kind of the smaller conferences starting out their tourneys, and the larger conferences are finishing up their season between today, tomorrow, and even Sunday starting next week. We'll get the big boys. We'll get the ACC, the SEC, the Big 10, Big 12. Those tournaments start next week. This week, we're dealing with Ohio Valley Conference, Missouri Valley Conference, the MAC, the SWAC. There's fun games in those, though, people. And there's great matchups. So
absolutely. We have some great stuff to get into, guys. We have some good games. Before we dive into it, there's a couple marquee games we're going to be talking about tonight. My favorite game on the slate is going to be Richmond. That's just a little teaser that we have coming up. BBB, what's your favorite game on today's slate before we dive into the full breakdown?
Honestly, probably going to be Missouri State. I'm rocking the hoodie today. You guys know I love to rock the old hoodies or jerseys of some of these teams, whether they cost me pain or not. It brings joy to me. So, like the Pacers, they brought a lot of pain to me, but hopefully Missouri State will be a little better to me today. A little sneak preview already.
I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. So without further ado, shall we start with the first game on the slate?
Let's do it. Sorry about that. Camera got unplugged.
It's okay. Starting off with Loyola Chicago versus Bradley. This is this a tournament game? Is this the first game of their opening round of their tournament, guys?
This is actually the second round. So this is
the quarterfinals. Yes.
Arch Madness is it's in St. Louis, which I'm actually located in, and it's a cool tournament. I go to it sometimes. It's held pretty close to me, and like the atmosphere for the Missouri Valley can get pretty lit sometimes. Not gonna lie.
Awesome. Well, today we do have the MVC tournaments in the quarterfinals. We got Bradley versus Loyola Chicago. Loyola Chicago, 22-7 on the year, and they are -5.5 favorites. Alpha, you got anything on this one?
Yeah, so if we take a look at this game, Loyola has had a long week off. Their last game was on February 26th. So as we know, guys, it is already March 4th. So they've had a nice chunk of change off. If you look at their most recent games, they beat UNI 102-96. That's an NBA score. The game before that, they beat Evansville 82-29. So these guys are beating teams by 50 points. They're playing teams that really aren't in their competition, but they're getting the job done. Tonight it steps up a little bit with Bradley. Bradley's coming in off a big win over Valparaiso. They won 79-55. But if we take a look at this one, guys, it is screaming Loyola Chicago with the line and everything like that. I am on Loyola. I'm taking them by 5.5. Not my favorite play today, but definitely something I will be playing. BBB, any action?
Yeah, a lot of people remember Loyola Chicago from their Cinderella run. They made the Final Four, I mean, I think a lot of people that kind of pulls the heartstrings a little bit for them, and it does for me too. Like I said, I've watched this Missouri Valley Conference pretty heavily just since a lot of the tournament play is near me before, and this team kind of has some remnants of that team. They've struggled a little more in conference play this year than some of them in the past, but they split the season series here with Bradley, so I don't think they're going to take this as a joke. I like this spot at -5.5, but like Alpha said, they're one of the clear favorites in this. There's like 3 really good teams in this conference, and the rest is kind of poor. So 5.5 is not that big of a number. I like them to get it done. It's a neutral court. I don't think they'll be it shouldn't be. They don't have to deal with like Bradley's home fans getting crazy on them. So like I said, they split the season series. I think on a neutral court, the better team wins. They handle their meal here. So I'll be rocking with Loyola in this one as well. Hefe, you got something on this?
We making a squad play, or are you going the other way?
I'm all over Loyola here, guys. -5.5. I really like them. Bradley's 3-8 on the road this year. I know this is a neutral site, but they ain't home. They haven't been the best team away from their place. I think Loyola's got too much momentum going for them right now. And I think the line is actually exactly where it should be. So I'm pretty confident taking Loyola Chicago -5.5. Like Alpha said, not one of my favorite plays of the day. Will not make it to best bets, but definitely my lean for this game. What do we got next?
Let's keep it rolling. Hefe, what we got next on the slate? It looks like High Point versus Winthrop. Game of the year. Everyone's looking forward to High Point Winthrop, but it is actually one of the better value games we have on the slate today. Yes. I know it's not one of the biggest anticipated games, but there's some value. BBB, you find anything on this one?
Yeah, this one, I don't know if you guys, how much you guys have dug into this one, but High Point actually won this game last time. They split I think they've only played once this year, but High Point won the last one. Winthrop is kind of like the powerhouse of this conference, as you can tell by this spread. I think a lot of people are going to, I don't have like a favorite play on this one, but I think they've won a lot of games where it's blowout fashion. So this is either one where I think that Winthrop throttles them. It's early tournament. They're the best team in the tournament, or they come out and it's a sweaty one. We've seen a couple of those in the past couple of days of these smaller tournaments where, the bigger seeds, everyone's like, they're going to blow them out, and it just doesn't happen. I definitely lean with Winthrop here, but no official play on this one for me. Alpha, you got something official on this one?
I do. I love a play on this one. I think Winthrop opens this one early, and they try to slow the game down. The total is just a little high compared to their season average. It's currently at 142 on FanDuel, and I'm taking the under on that. It's a 6 p.m. game. A lot of times we see a lot of people. It's not the earliest game on the slate, but with some of these earlier type games in early evenings, a lot of people like to play the over. And I'm seeing public action coming in on the over on this one. A lot of public action, and it just looks like such an underplay. So it makes me love it even more. Give me the under 142. Hefe, any action?
Winthrop -7, and the reason I feel so confident is they've won 8 in a row, but 6 out of those 8 have been by double digits. So they have not just been winning, they've been crushing teams. I'm going to go Winthrop here, -7. I like the value. As long as we're getting them under double digits, I really like the value. All right, guys. Well, before we get into our third game, we're going to reset the room and once again thank our sponsor, MANSCAPED, for being there for us. Guys, we've talked about MANSCAPED. We talked about this performance packages bundle. But what I have yet to talk about is the other things that come in that bundle, because it's not just a lawnmower. It's not just a weed whacker. They also give you these cool things. One is called a crop preserver. I don't know if you guys could see this here. The other one is called a crop reviver. And basically what these two do is simple. They change the way you approach your hygiene routine, people. Listen, we as men, we go out, you go to the gym, whatever, you're out and about, you shower at the end of the day, you clean every part of your body. But, shampoo and regular body wash, they're not for the family jewels down below. But these guys are. This crop preserver, it's basically deodorant for down below. And you know how much some of us need deodorant. Crop down reviver, below. It's exactly what it sounds like. You're feeling like a little bit, not so fresh, but you don't got enough time to take a shower. This thing will get you through the night, so to speak.
Wow.
So the crop preserver, the crop reviver, these things will change the way that you approach your hygiene routine. And trust me when I say this, fellas, your balls will thank you. So it's time to take care of yourself. So go to manscaped.com and get 20% off plus free shipping with the code you see in front of you right now. Guys, on top of these two things and the lawnmower and weed whacker, in this performance package, you're also going to get a free pair of MANSCAPED boxers and a free travel toiletry bag to put all these things in amongst your toothbrush, amongst your regular razor, and anything else that you might need when you're on the go, people. So use code ATSSPOT at manscaped.com so you could be like the fellas are here, clean, shaven, and ready to take on the world. What's the next game?
Bowling
Green
Toledo
versus Toledo. All right, guys. Listen, Toledo's one of the best against spread teams in the league, but this spread is not in the league, in the nation. This spread is it actually come down. It's at 15.5 right now. I can't take that, but I got a really great side to this. Bowling Green, the best over team in the nation, 75% over cover rate, 21-7 over record. The over is indicative of how good Bowling Green is because it's a whopping 166. We're still taking it. We're not scared. We will not be sheep and take the under. We're going right into the over with this one. That's my play of the day here. Over 166 in the Bowling Green Toledo game. Alpha, anything with you?
I love Toledo in this spot, guys. I know it's a big spread at -16. I don't normally like taking these big spreads, but because the total is so high, there is room for points to be had on the Toledo side. Total's 165, like Hefe said. If we see a lot of points, this game could be blown wide open, and that's what I think we're going to see. I think we're going to see an over and Toledo. Toledo is second in the nation, guys, against the spread, and bringing it up here, 21-8 at 73%. They sit alone at second in the entire nation. Give me Toledo, -16. Big spread, still taking it. BBB, any action?
Yeah, I'm with Hefe here. I love the over in the spot. I actually found it at 165.5 on FanDuel at -102. So I'm going to be rocking with that number. If you want to, hop over onto the better number side, Hefe, feel free. But, pretty much exactly like Hefe said, this feels like an over's dream right here. I'm seeing some sharp money coming in on the over. I can repeat Hefe's stats if we want, but Bowling Green's just an over machine. We got there's just everything points to over here. It's conference tourney. Both teams are gonna be fighting for their lives. We could see a lot of fouling coming at the end of the game, whether you're down 17 or not. Some of these kids, it's the last game they'll ever play. So if it means, hey, I'll foul you, we'll play for 30 more seconds, they might do it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get an extra 5 points out of nowhere that mean absolutely nothing. So I love the over here. I'm with you on this, Hefe.
Oh, wow. I like that. Bring us into the next game. What do we got? Magic Man behind the scenes. The Richmond Spiders versus the Bonnies. Bonnies are -4 today, and they are hot, guys. 7-1 straight up in their last 8, but hold on. That's not the whole story. Richmond Spiders quietly 8-3 against the spread in conference play this year, 73% cover rate. This is a conference game, as most are this time of the year. BBB, start with you on this one. Anything from you?
Yeah, I like the Bonnies here. The Bonnies were, one of the most highly touted teams coming in. They're the most experienced, all these things. They had a couple rough spots throughout the season because if you haven't watched this team much, they lean heavily on their starting five. That can be taxing over time. I think they started to not necessarily get away from it, but they figured out a solution to fix that going forward. They stopped leaning on it so much, and maybe they do that going into the tournament, but that's a little more sustainable of, hey, we're going to lean on these core guys for a tournament. I like them to, really pick it up here. March is for experience. We've seen it plenty of times before. Experienced guards, anytime you have a lot of experience, we see those teams that make the Cinderella runs and stuff. The Bonnies could be that. I think a lot of people have started to write them off after, kind of falling down during the season. We got a low spot here, a low number because, they're not the team that they were at the beginning of the year. We saw them rip off 7 wins in the beginning. I love the Bonnies here, guys. I think at -4, it's a great spot.
I unfortunately am on the other side as you. As Hefe said, Richmond is 8-3 in conference play, but more than that, they're also 8-3 against the spread as a road team this year, in or out of conference play. So they're playing well in conference and they're playing well on the road. If you look at recent games, St. Bonnie's just took a 25-point loss to VCU. And you look at Richmond, they had a 2-point loss to Dayton. So both teams coming in off a loss. Before that, St. Bonnie's won 4 in a row. And before that, Richmond actually took out St. Louis. So if you've watched this show before and you know me or BBB, we're both big St. Louis backers. So that was a good win for them. But Richmond +4 is the play on this one, guys. All signs are pointing to it. The line's pointing to it. And Richmond is in better form. Give me Richmond plus the 4. Hefe, what are you looking at?
I'm scared. Me and you are together on every play almost. I'm right there with you. I'm taking the Spiders plus 4. I'm on Richmond. I love their road against the spread stat, and I love their conference against the spread stat. I know the Bonnies are hot, 7-1 last 8, but I think this shouldn't be -4. I think it should be higher than -4, and because of that, I'm going to roll with Richmond. I think the line is indicative of that, and I'm rolling with the Spiders with the 4. Next game. Oh, the Salukis! Southern Illinois versus Drake. Drake -3. Guys, this is your these are stats you can't make up. I'll start first on this one. Drake has won 5 in a row. Salukis are 4-1 in their last 5. But what if I told you Drake is 9-19 against the spread? That's dead last in their conference, while Southern Illinois is 18-11 against the spread, number 1 in the conference. And
I have a stat.
Oh, please.
Do you know who either of these teams played in their last matchups?
I do not.
Each other. This is a run back. They finished the regular season against each other, and this is the this is round 2 of the Missouri Valley Conference tournament, and they are running it back after the last game of the season. So last game, guys, when these two just played, we had a Drake 62-60 win. That's why the line's at a -3. It was a 2-point final just the other day.
Give me the Salukis plus 3.5. I am going to roll with the analytics on this one. They might not win, but they have proven that they cover.
You want to hear a crazy stat as well, guys? If you take a look at both these teams' last 5 games, Drake is 5-0. The Salukis are 4-1. The only loss the Salukis have are to Drake. So both teams are playing great. I have to take the points in this one. The last game ended up by 2. It's hard to beat a team on back-to-back games consecutively like they're going to be trying to do here. So give me the dog. Give me the dog.
My God, are we going to agree on everyone?
I hope not. We got one more, so hopefully we don't. Mikkel, BBB, what are you looking at?
Yeah,
almost use your real name there
because this never goes well. I hate to say it, but this never goes well when we're all on the same side. But I like them as well. So. I mean, pretty much for the same reasons as well. So this is, if you're listening, probably take Drake right now because this never goes well. But I like SIU in here at this spot. I think this number is pretty indicative of what's going on.
Salukis, not SIU. That's so lame, dude. Yeah,
it just feels good. It just feels good. Salukis.
Yeah, give it a shot. Give it a shot. Let's see you Saluki bomb.
Salukis!
Little delay, but we got it. Love it.
All right, boardroom operator. Next game.
The Wizard. What do we got next, Wizard?
Oh, Morehead State.
My favorite school.
I had them yesterday on my card, and they absolutely crushed it for me. So they're heavy on the they're in the tournament right now. They played yesterday in the first round. Today's the second round. Belmont had the bye, so they haven't played for a while here. Belmont is -4.5, and rightfully so. Belmont is smoking hot. 11-1 in their last 12, guys, and 9 out of those 11 victories have been by double digits. They haven't been closer to 20 than 10. But here's when you dig a little bit deeper, when you peel off the upper layer, you'll realize that there are 2 victories that they had in that 11-game stretch that they're on that weren't decided by double digits, one of which was against Morehead, where they won 49-48 as a final score. Guys, they also lost to Morehead earlier in the year. So Morehead has kind of had their number here. I'm taking Morehead State. I'm taking the team that just played yesterday. It's coming right into tonight with a little bit of juice. Belmont hasn't played for almost a week here. I'm getting 4.5 points. I know Belmont's the better team in every statistical category in this conference, but it's something to be said about a team beating everybody by double digits, and then they only beat Morehead by 1. Give me Morehead plus 4.5. I'm feeling the dogs today. BBB, you barking with me?
Big bark guy.
No, yeah, I lean with you on that one. I lean with you on that one. I do think when you get these teams that can play in like multiple games, that's when you find these teams that just catch fire. And that could be definitely a case with Morehead State. And like you said, they've had recent success against them. I think that I think that they can go ahead and, build some momentum here. Not an official play for me, but I do lean with Morehead State on this one. Alpha, you got anything on this one?
I like it. I have an official play on this one, guys. I'm on the under 139. So I've been riding the unders in this conference. It started all with Tennessee Tech. God, I love that team. They played Morehead last night. I was riding the Tennessee Tech under train, and the under cashed in both those games that they played 2 nights ago. It cashed in Morehead last night, and now Morehead's on a back-to-back versus a cold Belmont team that hasn't played in a little while. I think it's going to start slow, and I think that slow start is going to keep us under the total at the end. Give me the under 139. Probably my favorite play of the day.
Well, gentlemen, we have arrived at our best bet segment. But before we get into the best bets, let's shout out the wonderful people at Manscaped one last time. Guys, I'm going to preview these 2 products. But first, I'm going to tell you to get 20% off and free shipping with the code in front of you right now at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com, and use our code that you see in front of you right now. Unlock your confidence. Always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Remember, guys, in the package that we're giving you 20% off, you're not only getting this crop preserver, you're not only getting this crop reviver, you're not only getting a lawnmower tool to clean you up down there, you're not only getting a weed whacker tool to clean you up right here and right here, you're also getting a free pair of boxers and a beautiful leather toiletry bag to fit all your goodies in when you're traveling, when you're on the go, when you just need to bring stuff from point A to point B. So make sure you guys check them out. And personally, all 3 of us has been using this product for sure. Over a week. And honestly, I'm a big fan of it. I am. Personal opinion. This has been the best and most unique and modern product that I've used, and I ain't gonna mess around with my family jewels. You know what I mean?
100%, guys. I've been using this product for a little over a week now. I'm not going to lie to you. I always wanted to buy one, but I never did. And now that I finally got one, definitely worth it. Best men's grooming product I've had, and there's just no other way to put it. So I'll keep it short and sweet. I love what I got, and these guys help me protect it. BBB.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Manscaped changes your life. Changed my life. It's so convenient. No, it's not. It's a ballsy take, maybe, but that's what
8 million ballsy takes. Well, our board operator's giving you more breakdowns, but we're out of them, boys. We're going to go to best bets. Our board operator is Slam, so I'm not going to get his name extinguished. Slam, board operator, wizard man, dude thing. Can you please put on the best bets graphic? Let's get into it, boys. That's the best bet. Beautiful. Best bets, guys. I am on Richmond +4. And the under in Morehead.
Oh my God, I've lost it. Oh,
BBB, give the people your best bets.
Wow, yeah, I'm going to be going opposite. I'm going St. Bonaventure -3.5. It's sitting at -115 on Bovada. And then we're going to go with Missouri State. I talked about, we didn't get to break that one down, but they beat Valparaiso, who they're playing, by 20 points in both games this year. And the line set at 10. I like them to get the job done in there. Hefe, what do you got for that?
Morehead +4.5. Drake +3.5. Winthrop -7. Those are my 3 plays, people. Once again, thank you everybody for showing up. Thank you everybody for listening to us, and thank you most of all to Manscaped. We are not sorry. We do our best here. And then one thing that you're always going to get with us on this show, Off the Rim, on another show, Off the Bounce, we're always going to be ourselves, people. We're always going to show. We're always going to show you. We're going to peel back the curtain, and we're going to let you guys in. All you guys, viewers, you guys are a family. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. Shout out Manscaped. If you're interested in the product, there's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't take advantage of the 20% off. Our board operator, Slam, is over here putting all types of graphics. He's saying parlay this, parlay that. You want to parlay? Come check out our chalk group. All of us are going to have parlays for tonight. If it's not for college basketball, it'll be for NBA or maybe a mixture of that and maybe even some hockey. You never know what you're going to get with us. So
you never know.
So make sure to go on our Twitter pages, guys, and check out. We're going to drop some chalkboard links for you, free parlays. You already know what it is. See you guys on Monday.
See you in 2 hours.